Good morning. Today we have the Palace of Versailles. Let's take a look. Here I am at the second set of gates, completely laden with gold. And if you look at the roofing behind, it is also covered in gold, the tops and the windows. It looks magnificently royal and simply incredible. Here we have another part of the palace, reading "A toute la gloire de la France." Now, Kyla, what does that mean?
That means to all the glories of France.
Magnificent. Thank you. After passing the ticket check, we can go behind the palace and see the gardens.
There are 2,000 acres of gardens.
Let's go into the gardens and take a look at some of the fountains. Here we have the Ceres Fountain, also known as the Summer Fountain. It makes up one of the four-seasoned fountains. It was refurbished and replated for the 2024 Olympics, held in Paris, France. The god is Ceres, the goddess of the harvest, crowned with corn and holding a sickle, lying in a bed of wheat along with flowers. This is a lovely, lovely fountain.
Next, we have the Bacchus Fountain, also known as the Autumn Fountain. In the center of the fountain, there is a statue of Bacchus. Bacchus is crowned with a vine branch. He is surrounded by little satyrs, which are half children and half goats, lying on a bunch of grapes. Grapes are very important to this fountain, as grape harvest happens in the fall.
Here we have the Saturn Fountain, also known as the Winter Fountain, representing my favorite season. The island is covered in ice, along with shells, representing how carriage rides used ice to keep mussels and other various crustaceans cool as they traveled far distances.
Finally, we arrive at the final fountain of the seasons, called the Flora Fountain, also known as the Spring Fountain. In the center of the fountain, you will see Flora, the Roman goddess of spring, lying on a carpet of flowers.
Here we have the Ballroom Grove, and fun fact, only King Louis XIV was dancing here. He would have audiences gathered simply to humor him and his own dances. This oval amphitheater is made of pink marble and exotic shells from Madagascar. Spectators would sit in the green section, and water would trickle down a waterfall, mixing with the music, making beautiful serenations. Here we are, traveling within the gardens. It's neat because it looks like there's a forest all around us. And that's because the garden was cut out from a forest. All of its paths, now well maintained, were once just forest. Ain't that right?
Yep. Foresty.
How green. Here we have the Enceladus Grove. In the center is Enceladus, a giant who dared to fight the Olympian gods. Athena punished him by burying him in rocks. For his mistake, he disappears under 25 meters of a jet of water. Unfortunately, we don't see it now. But this is the fate of all those who dare to dethrone the king. Marvelous and muscular.
Next, we have the Apollo's Fountain. Apollo's Fountain was the setting for the delights of the Enchanted Island Festival held in 1664.
Here we are, riding bikes along the canal. It is a mile journey, and I am sure it is going to be very entertaining. At a small stopping point, one end of part of the long basin. Alright, and now it is time to get back with the group because I had stopped. Okay. It's actually like a slight downhill, so it's calming. gardens are incredible. Still on the trail is this particular section was actually used for horse racing in the Olympics. And, well, that's just a little interesting, fun fact. Absolutely wonderful. Finally finished the bike ride to the end of the canal. And, well, it's a beautiful view back to the palace. And so much water. Truly a magnificent sight. Here at another location, bike stop, a wonderful another part of the forest. And this stick. I got a stick from the ground, a treasure that I found, not too short, not too long. To me it does belong, no one else's, it is mine. A truly great find. I like the stick. Stick number 2. Found a stick in the dirt. This thing could really hurt. The thing's really big, larger than a twig. Not really for me. I think I'll leave it be. Ladies and gentlemen, we got goats. We have now arrived at the farm, where there's a multitude of animals and a farm.
And goats.
Yes. Goats. Pleasant goats. Lovely. And we have a lovely small amount of buildings just surrounding a lake. This old style from the 1600s, it is such a pleasant look. It has been revised and restored, but it still retains its same architectural styles.
It kind of looks like something dwarves would live in.
Dwarven household. Like a fantasy land.
Yes.
Marvelous. Now within the Palace of Versailles, we are soon to go in and see what treasures it contains. Found a really neat looking door. Ain't that right? Also found this near empty room that made a loud sound when I stepped about here. All around pretty ceiling though. Looks nice. The Palace of Versailles has many excellent displays, such as the ceilings, which are coated with intricate designs. These incredible artistic pieces are usually based around religious acts, stories, or beliefs. Many walls are made of granite and marble, creating a mesmerizing room that showcases the expert craftsmanship of the workmen during their time. Passing through room after room, each one adorned with vibrant colors and paintings of many people, is absolutely incredible and simply leaves me stunned. Entering a corridor, the vast room engulfing grand groups of people, this reveals the awe of a building that can bring out with immense care and scale. It is clear there is also care in the dressers, drawers, and closets, as they are also adorned with intricate designs and gold. There are more examples, and I will just let them play through. After passing through the royal section, we came across a room containing a painting as long as it, which was truly impressive and must have taken a long time to complete. It is about 5:48, and we have finished touring the palace.
Of Versailles.
The Palace of Versailles. Somewhere on the grounds I found another stick, and it's smooth, and that's nice. And I don't know why it's on the palace grounds, but I like it, and it's smooth. So, thank you for watching with this absolutely marvelous journey to the Palace of Versailles.
And we will see you later.
Next time. Yeah. But wait, there's more. In front of the Palace of Versailles, there is a equestrian statue.
And on the horse, there is King Louis the 14th.
And if you follow his gaze, well, We'll get back to that later.